Well, welcome back, John. The next section that we're going to talk about is going to be the introduction for a valuation report. And the introduction should be short. This is not where you want to cram a bunch of data or a bunch of facts into the case. What you want to do is introduce the players. And in the case of Mercury Athletic, you have Mercury Athletic, Activewear, who is acquiring Mercury Athletic. So you want to talk about who. Again, as I said in the opening video, sometimes students will have a tendency to switch the players around and not get that right. If you don't get that right, the rest of the report isn't going to make any sense. You want to talk about why they're doing this evaluation, or actually start with what they're doing. They're doing an evaluation report. No matter what the case in Activewear says, or Mercury Athletic or in AirThread, our intent, our purpose for doing this case evaluation report. So you could probably one sentence or at least a couple sentences. It's not necessarily a problem statement that you've done in other case studies, but what I like to call a purpose statement. Who, what, when, and why. I actually boil it down to two questions. First question is what? Second question is what? John?
Yeah, and this is a rehash of what you just said, Bill, but key things, because you see this all the time in papers, is restating what's already written up in the case itself. We all know the details of the case, that they can speak for themselves. I think that one of the things, if you properly frame this, you set the outlook for the rest of your case submission. If you ask yourself the questions that you're focused on, the rest of the case study write-up should all upon those initial statements as your North Star. What are you trying to answer in this case? Because sometimes case study write-ups will start to wander. So think of this not just as quickly writing down a statement or two to take care of the introduction section so you move on to the good stuff, but more importantly, realize that this is really setting the tone for the rest of the paper.